Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to D and Z TV. It's another day, it's another evening, it's another afternoon. It's another beautiful opportunity for us to interact like this. It just depends on where you're coming from. So I want to use the opportunity to say welcome and thank you for always joining us. If you've not subscribed to the channel yet, what are you waiting for? Quickly subscribe, click notification button, comment, like, and share. And if there's just any content you want to talk about on this channel, let us know, and guess what? We will talk about it. Okay, so we are bringing some very hot, juicy gist from the Ooni of Ife's palace right now. And over the time, over the days, the past week now, we've been saying so many good things that have been happening to the life of our beautiful Queen Naomi. So many things have been happening. Even on the 30th, which is the last day of November, she actually spent so much time praying for all the Oloris. But there's something about life. While you could be busy praying for people, other people could be busy trying to tear you down, trying to bring you down. That is exactly what has happened. While the Olori or Oni, while the while Queen Naomi is busy trying to make sure that the palace is put together, that everybody is in peace and excited and happy, others, rather, instead of joining her, are busy doing what we call pull down syndrome. A situation whereby a lot of people seem not to like you for no reason. People who hate somebody don't just hate the person because they have a particular reason. They will just wake up and just hate you for hating sake. So that's actually the dimension that Queen Naomi has found herself. But just as I've always said, the beauty of it all is not minding the prevailing circumstances that has been trying to pull her down. She has still been able to look for a way to wriggle out and make a living from all the issues and challenges. So something happened, last night. Something really extremely bad happened. You know, now it was reported that in the night, Ashley was being apprehended by some vigilantes in the palace, external vigilantes, because they didn't know who was the person. In front of the gate of the palace, someone was seen digging and doing incantations. There was candles everywhere. They just kept a lot of candles everywhere, and somebody was there doing incantations. So the vigilante then came on board and were like stopped and were like, who is doing what is doing? When there was now the revelation, wait and behold, Ashley was the person who was doing all of that incantation. It actually sparked a lot of controversy that night in the palace. So much serious controversy that almost all the other Oloris that were around, they all had to come and know exactly, because the vigilante didn't believe it, that as late as 2:30 a.m. in the night, a queen, someone who is Oni's wife, will be outside at that unholy and ungodly hour. And she was alone. Even her dressing self was, she just covered to the barest minimum, just the basic things, just to say she was doing incantation and she was praying and protecting the palace. That was what she said. But the next morning, we now had to get the main gist of the cocoa. It was now because Naomi was praying at that very time. You see, this is what we call clash of the titans. There was a serious clash of the titans, a situation where light and darkness had to fight. And anytime light and darkness fights, the person who will definitely win that battle is always the light. I mean, are you expecting to me to tell you who the darkness is and who the light is? On your own, as a regular follower of D&Z TV, you should already know who the light is. And once you know who the light is, the darkness part of it is something that you already have an idea and know. So, Queen Olori Ashley was apprehended doing some incantations. The same time that Queen Naomi was also praying fervently. And the prayer she was even praying was actually a prayer for mercy. She was just pleading mercy for every member of the palace. She was pleading mercy for herself, pleading mercy for her son, pleading mercy for all the members of the palace. Original Niger Gist, thank you for joining us. Say what a wahoo. Things are really happening in this world, my dear. Things are happening. Oh, people are going to very deep levels. Oh, just to see that they hurt or make other people unhappy. Ashley need to be cleansed of the palace. I agree with you totally. Original Niger Gist. Ashley just needs to be cleansed if the palace must survive and have peace. So, as I was saying, the chaos now became too chaotic. It really degenerated into a situation where the Oni was now invited, and at that same time, it was now revealed that what Ashley was doing was going to affect Queen Naomi negatively. As in, if she had succeeded in finalizing that sacrifice that she was doing, because when they apprehended her, they saw 7 white chalk, they saw 7 bitter cola, they saw 7 alligator pepper, and they also saw 7 white goats. And if you use these items in numbers of 7 to do anything, my brother, it takes only God to change it. Original Najaji says that is why polygamy is not for picking them. Everybody wants to create a gap for themselves. Very true. I agree with you in total. Polygamy is not for children, no, it's not for babies. If you want to practice polygamy, go and meet Ned Nwoko and ask him how he survived or how he made it happen. Then he could be able to explain to you what really happened there. So, as I was saying, with all these items now, they were now like, no, these are not the items we use for our own sacrifices. Where are these items coming from? If she has succeeded in burying all those items, hmm, it will take only the special grace of God to take away Naomi from the cocoon that she could have found herself. So Naomi now actually had to say that these are some of the things that are hindering her from coming to the palace. There's so much envy, there's so much jealousy, there's so much empathy, there's so much chaos, and she cannot function very well in a chaotic environment. Once an environment becomes chaotic, my brother, count Queen Naomi out. Yes, count Queen Naomi out. And this is just to also correct original Niger gist that that the fact that you are in a polygamous home does not mean you cannot still be happy. It just depends how you're able to assemble and put people together to have very genuine understanding of what polygamy is all about. Polygamy thrives only by understanding, only by serious level of maturity. Once you now begin to feel you want to be faster than your shadow or faster than yourself, you're bound to have issues and problems. So Queen Naomi was able to fight her battles using the most powerful weapon, which is God and humanity. Once she was able to combine the two, it became something that nobody could talk about. Now, the question now is, for how long will all of this continue in the palace? Where today they don't do jazz here today, they will do here tomorrow. And let's tell you the truth, Naomi cannot deal with all of those incidences. She can't. So it is really, really pathetic and chaotic. But on the whole, the good thing about all of this report I'm bringing to you is that Queen Naomi is safe. But could she have been safe if those sacrifices were carried out? It's going to be a gist for another day. All right, people, it's been awesome having all of you here. Thank you for those who have come and gone, and thank you for those who are still around. But this is where we're going to be stopping this video, and we hope and pray that we're going to see you some other time, or very, very, very fast. All right, so thank you and good night or good afternoon, depending on where you're watching from.